here. Welcome to my channel. I'm Tanya and I'm documenting my journey to baby number 2. So if you're interested in watching our journey unfold, please keep on watching. So you guys, as you can tell by the title of the video, I am here for our first cycle of Clomid. I'm testing out ovulation. Today is cycle day 13. I do finally have some cramping going on. I haven't had anything going on with this Clomid cycle or whatever, but I finally have like some cramping going on, like ovulation may be trying to occur. It's like tender, it's not super uncomfortable or whatever. I just notice it. I just took an ovulation test, so I'm about to let that finish off so I can just check it in a minute and see what the results are, so that we can, well, we have to baby dance anyway during my fertile week, but I'm just testing ovulation. This is my first time testing ovulation this week. I haven't had anything going on to indicate ovulation, like no tenderness in the breast, like nothing whatsoever is going on. I may be a little bit moodier, or my patience is a lot shorter than normal, but other than that, I haven't had nothing going on. So we'll see. But I want to come on and at least test ovulation with you guys so you can see. It's about 8:45 p.m. on cycle day 13. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty light still, but I just dipped it. So how long am I supposed to, every time I do these ovulation test strips, I have to sit here and read the instructions. 3 minutes. Okay, it's probably only been like a minute. So we'll see what it looks like in a minute, and I'll come back and show you guys what it's looking like. But this cycle, this first round of Clomid has been uneventful. And to be honest, I haven't been as focused on it like I feel like I should be. Y'all, like having this toddler, it's a lot different from how it used to be when I was trying for the first one to now. It is a lot different. This boy is really keeping me busy, keeping me on my toes. He's been like going through this phase where he's waking up crying in the middle of the night, like he's having nightmares and stuff. And I've been trying to soothe him, and then I mean like waking up 1 to 2 times a night, or waking up like super early, like 5 o'clock in the morning and stuff. And normally his normal is like 8:30ish, 9 to like 8:30ish, 9 in the morning, sometimes 9:30. If he's up a little bit later, he sleeps a little bit later. So we're not like a early rising house, so this is really throwing me off. Especially if he's waking up throughout the night and then waking up early in the morning. I am exhausted. I am not one of those people that can have their sleep broken and then go right back to sleep. If you wake me up, I'm gonna be wide awake for hours, at least 3 hours, before I can fall back asleep. So the insomnia has kind of died off that I talked about in my last video. So I haven't really had too much with that going on. It hasn't been hard for me to fall asleep or anything. This test is going to be negative. Yep, it's 8:30. So I'll have to test again tomorrow. Maybe my body is about to ovulate soon. So we'll see. We're just going to baby dance. Just to be on the safe side, and then tomorrow cycle day 14, and I'll come back on. Well, I'll show you guys once the time is up on this one what it's looking like, and then I'll still test for ovulation tomorrow. I thought I had more ovulation tests, but I only had 2 tests left, so I'll use this one tomorrow, but I have to go to the store to get some more tomorrow because I only have 1 pregnancy test too. So I'll be back in a minute to show you what it's looking like. All right, you guys, this test is definitely negative for ovulation. There you go. You guys can see that line is so faint. The test line is so faint. Somebody is sleeping. I told y'all it's 8:30. It's time for him to go to bed. Stop! Leave his towel alone. Okay, So, okay, it's all right. It's all right. We going to bed. But the test is negative, you guys. But my cramping just started. So maybe ovulation day is tomorrow. I'll feel a little bit more tomorrow. It is in the evening when things are just starting up for me, like physically as far as the cramping and stuff. I don't have any cervical mucus whatsoever. None whatsoever. So I'm definitely going to make sure I kind of up the pre-seed just because I don't have any cervical mucus or anything. And we'll see what happens with this whole cycle, y'all. I'm just taking it one thing at a time. But my baby is fussy. Let me get him to bed and I'll come on tomorrow and test ovulation cycle day 14 so we can all see what happens. So that's it for tonight. All right, you guys. So it is cycle day 14. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Last night, late last night, like 11 o'clock, I ended up taking the other ovulation test. You can see that one much better than you can see this one. He said cheese. All right, so the top one is from 8 p.m. last night and the bottom one is from like 11 o'clock. So it got a little bit darker in just the couple hours, if you can tell. And now it's the next day and I have another. I went out and got some more. We just got back home from Walmart and I picked up some more ovulation test strips, and I'm just gonna go ahead and test this afternoon, and then I'm gonna test again this evening just to see if it's getting darker. All right, it's already starting to fill up. It's already starting to fill, and it's later. It's 1:57 in the afternoon. Lux is about to take a late nap, but I wanted to do this, get this out of the way because I had to use the bathroom. But he is in this phase where I need to like lay down and pat his back and help him fall asleep right now. So I want to get this done before that. This morning though, I had a little bit more cramping down in my pelvic area, and there has been a little bit of an increase in my cervical mucus, like the egg white type of cervical mucus. Here, let me hold you. Get up. And so I've seen a little bit of an increase, but I remembered after I recorded last night that Clomid does decrease your cervical mucus and stuff. So I did increase the pre-seed amount more than I normally do. I think I did about 3.5. As you know, it's marked to 4. Maybe I'll try 4 today. We'll see. But I guess we're just gonna continue like baby dancing, even though I think Ovia has my fertile week ending tomorrow. So we'll see. I'll come back and let you guys know or show you guys what this ovulation test is looking like, and then I'll take another one this evening and show you what that one looks like too. All right, you guys, so it's still pretty light. As you can tell, it looks like it got lighter from the last one that I took last night. I don't know, this is strange because, you know, my last ovulation testing or whatever, like I had like textbook symptoms, and I've been noticing up until this cycle that I've been like my ovulation symptoms are starting around cycle day 13 or whatever. Usually on cycle day 14 I have my positive ovulation test. So I'm definitely going to wait until about, I don't know, after this one goes to bed. So it'll be after 8 p.m. that I'll test again. But this is kind of worrisome to me because, like I talked about in last week's like fertility update, Clomid, makes your body make multiple follicles. So I'm wondering if I had cysts, or if my body is trying to make too many follicles, that none of them were able to mature, which is delaying ovulation, because at least one needs more time for maturing or whatever. So it's kind of worrisome to me. And y'all already know last week I was like not feeling that confident about this cycle because I'm not being monitored. Nobody's like checking for follicle size or anything like that. And so that's pretty annoying. So we'll see how this goes. My labs, my cycle day 21 labs, I think I go next week on Thursday. And so I'm probably gonna be trying to make a separate appointment, because they make you make separate appointments to talk to the doctor or whatever, because this isn't gonna work for me. This is not gonna work, because now I'm left with too many questions and I don't like that. So yeah, I'm about to get this one down for his late nap. You ready to take a nap? You ready for your nap, huh?
Mama, Mama.
There's Mama and Luxie. Yeah, you see the window? Yeah, so let me go get him down. I'll see you guys later on tonight when we test again to see if anything has changed. Otherwise, we'll be going on to tomorrow to test again, which is just a little bit shocking, but we'll see. All right, you guys, so I just took another ovulation test tonight. I told you guys I would come back on and take another one, and it's actually lighter than the one that I took earlier today. So here is the new one. You can barely see a line. You can barely see a line. So I doubt that between yesterday, this is the one I took earlier today when I came on, and then the bottom one is the one that I just took. So I'm like, this one definitely isn't a positive. This one isn't. And the ones that I took yesterday, here, I'll do this, put them in order. This one was from yesterday too, and then this one from yesterday. Let me line them all up, all four, so you can see. These top two were yesterday, in the evening yesterday, just a couple, like about 3 hours apart. And then these two down here are from today. Get closer, there you go. So you can see that line progression. So I'm just so confused about what is happening. I guess I'll be going on for cycle day 15 to see what ovulation is looking like. But I'm really curious if my body is trying to make too many follicles so that none of them actually matured enough to ovulate on time. So that's what I'm feeling like has happened. And that's a little bit disappointing and frustrating, because I feel like if my doctor was monitoring me like I thought she should be, then we would have answers. So when I go back, I'm definitely going to have a lot to say, and I'm going to see what she says, and I guess go back to the drawing board and see if I need to be finding me another OB that's willing to help before we go out to reproductive endocrinologists. I guess we can still try an RE in the area, whatever. I just don't want the cost to start building up too much, because we're not near like the military fertility clinics that I'm used to. And I know with civilian clinics, they just kind of get out of hand with stuff. And so I just, I want to do stuff, I guess at like base level right now, before we have to start shelling out some dollars. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. So we'll go on to, I guess in the morning, I'll take another ovulation test and just see if anything has changed in a couple of hours. So yeah, we'll see what happens cycle day 15. All right, you guys, so it is cycle day 15 and this morning, I actually got to sleep in. My husband is off today, or he's working from home today. So I got to sleep in a little bit, and I took a ovulation test with first morning urine, and it is getting darker. So you can see that much better than you could see the one that I took last night. Here's the one late last night on top, and then the one I just took with first morning urine on the bottom. So it is getting darker just a little, but I woke up with like that heavy crampy feeling in my uterus. And then I forgot to mention last night that I was having like some lower back achiness and stuff, like my lower back was just tired or whatever, and I didn't do much. So I'll keep on testing and seeing. So you guys, really quick, it's still cycle day 15. I'm just gonna pop this into the video because I've already started editing the video, but it's still cycle day 15 and I finally got a positive. If you see the arrow, this is the test line, darker than the control line, finally. So this was my test earlier today. Let me put them. My test from earlier today is on the top, and then here we are at 9:30 p.m. on the same day, and it's definitely positive. That test line is way darker. You see how light it was earlier today? And here we are in the evening, and it's definitely positive, which I knew it was gonna be because of how my cramping and stuff kind of just got progressively worse as the day went on today. It has just been like, ooh, Dion caught me in the hall. I had to kind of give myself a little uterus massage today because it was just super tender. I won't say like it was crampy. It was just more of like a nagging, tender feeling that I've just been having all day. And at one point, it felt like it weighed like 20 pounds just sitting in my pelvis. But I knew it was gonna be positive the more the day went on, and I felt like a lower back ache and that really heavy feeling in my uterus or whatever. So we definitely will be baby dancing again, and then probably tomorrow too for good measure. But I delayed today's video for Fertility Friday video so that I could check again in the evening just to see if it was positive, and it's finally positive on cycle day 15 instead of cycle day 14, which isn't that bad, I know people have ovulated later in their cycle and still went on to carry on healthy pregnancies, and just they were still able to conceive pretty much. So I feel much better. I feel much better now that it's positive and it's not like dragging on, because I was like, oh, am I gonna be at like cycle day 18 still testing out ovulation? So I feel better. I feel much better. So we'll see you guys. I always say I'm gonna like document the 2-week wait, but we'll see, because Lux is keeping me busy, and for my whole 2-week wait, y'all, Dion is about to leave me for training for work. He has some classes to do, and I may go take a road trip and go see him. I don't know, in the 2-week wait at some point, but we'll see. So yeah, back to the rest of the video. I only have a couple days of wiggle room with like being able to baby dance, because Dion, my husband, is about to be leaving for a school for work for a couple weeks, so he won't even be here. The next couple days is all I have. So we'll see we'll see what happens or whatever, but y'all already know I'm not feeling that confident. I would be very surprised if this month was successful, but yeah, let me go ahead and close out this vlog because my kid is at the door fussing at me. Yeah, and we need to get this day going because I did sleep a little bit later today. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. Our babies are coming. Our babies are coming. Our babies are coming. Hang in there, ladies. I know Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. Protect your heart. Protect your peace. Protect your space. I know it can be harder for some than it is for others. Before Lux, I didn't struggle too bad. When I did have it the hardest, it was like the first Mother's Day after my first miscarriage, and I struggled. But following that, I just kind of I loved on the mothers around me a little bit more. Yeah. So as I was saying, I know Mother's Day can be hard and challenging and stuff like that, but hang in there. Turn off the social media if you need to. Stay in the house if you need to. Just do whatever it is you need to do to be at peace during this time. I know for some people it's hard when you've lost your mom. I'm thinking about you guys also. I know that is a tough thing. I can't even imagine the feeling or the emotion behind it, because I do have my mom, but just know that somebody is thinking about you guys and your feelings and what you may be going through. So I just wanted to throw that out there before I end the vlog fully. I'm thinking about you guys all the time. I'm praying for you guys all the time. I don't know a lot of people by name, but I'll pray for our community in general, just for everyone to see the desires of their heart come to fruition. So let me go. My kid is ready for me to move. But I appreciate you guys for being here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment, and click that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Can you say bye? Bye.